Hello my fellow gamers and welcome back to our Dawn of War 2 at the modded tournament. We are now getting fully underway. We've done round 1 for both Group A and B. We're now back to Group A where we're going to be doing round 2. So we're going to have another 2 big battles to decide who's going to be getting that slight edge in Group A. We'll jump straight into the first round. Deployed in our south corner in the blue shorts as High Fleet Leviathan in the Tyranids, we have Tulali, who is playing as the Lictor, who is the stealthy assassin character. Oh look, just to show it off, doing a bit of stealth there, very nice. And in the north corner in the red shorts, we have as the Black Legion, Redbeard. Now these are 2 of the people's heroes for this tournament. These guys are big players in the Dawn of War the mod community, and to have them battling against each other so early on as well is absolutely brilliant. And on this lovely map as well, draining, just to make a good point. We do have Chaos, they've got their coaches coming in. We've also got Chaos Marines already made. We've got a couple units of Tomagans have been brought, but look, immediately the Lictor's getting in there, getting these Cotists, who are just going to be absolutely ripped to shreds. But the Chaos Lord has captured the first point in the name of the Dark Gods. We also have a point to the far left, which the Gaunts are going for there, and a point on the far right. The Chaos Lord is now coming back to try and deal with the Lictor, but the Lictor has gone back into cloak and is running away. So for the Force Chaos, we have some Chaos Marines, but the Lictor was going after him. He's now backed off. But they're coming in trying to get some resource points. We do have bunkers as well. Look, they knew the Lictor was about, so they've gone in the bunker. Good move, but the Chaos Coaters have scared him away. The Lictor's moving away now. The Tyranids do have the left point, the western point, and they're now grabbing the high ground here. And we've got to remember as well, it might be hard to see, but the height difference as well. Hormigans, they see that the Chaos Marines are coming in and making a run for it. And the Chaos Lord has found the Lictor. The Lictor has cloaked. Has neutralised that point. Where is the second point? There is there. And we got the Gaunts grabbing it. Tyranids are all over the place here. That's how Tyranids should be. They outnumber the enemy quite quickly, but more Chaos Marines are coming in now. So that'll even the number of units, but can the Tyranids make the most out of it? Hormigans have fallen back. Do have the Chaos Forces trying to push up on the western flank. Haven't gone for the capture point though. Now we've got 2 squads of Gaunts in, and I believe they have been both upgraded. The Toxin Sacks, always a quick, worthy upgrade to get. Is there any upgrades for anything else? Nope, it is just the Gaunts. Look at that, half health already. I'm plummeting. I think the Chaos Lord's going to go down. He's only got 140 health left. And in comes the Lictor as well, and the Gaunts, the Hormigans, so the Tyranids are definitely dominating the centre. Chaos Marine knocks over some terrain in his flight to get out. With only 126 health left. That's not looking great, but the Forces of Chaos now getting themselves into position. The Chaos Heretics do have a Chaos Marine lead in them. Got a couple of squads of Chaos Marines as well. Is there any upgrades for these? Oh, yes, we believe we just got, was that upgrade Plasma, I think that was? Nothing's shown up here, which is interesting. No, I think it got cancelled. Actually, but the Gaunts are now going for the power node. The Lictor is decided to flee through the enemy and gets taken down. That is a huge, huge deal for the Forces of Chaos now. And then they can come in, deal with these Gaunts. We do have some Raveners coming in already though. So we got Hormigans there. Group of Gaunts. Yeah, there's both group of Gaunts. The Chaos Lord trying to get in there, but he's losing health incredibly fast. Well, you think he's just up against Gaunts, but they are trying to take that power node out. And the Tyranids do have the upper hand in regards to they've captured the eastern point. Hormigans get in there, throwing themselves in to sacrifice themselves, and I think, yeah, the Gaunts are now falling back. But they do have all their units. The Raveners are just about to come out. Lictor is still just laying about. But now the Forces of the Chaos have the ability to try and push out. We've got some corn worshipping going there. I know at least one of my subscribers are going to be happy to see that. Chaos Lord now going for the point on there, the eastern point. We've got some Chaos Marines going for the western point. I'm trying to get my east and west right. All right and left, whichever one works. And we've got Chaos Coaters going for, they're going for a triple grab. Raveners coming in to deal with Chaos Lord. He's only at half health, But he does have the Dark Halo, so it gives him Force Field pretty much. 1 energy drawn for every 5 damage taken. That's pretty bad. But the Lictor is now summoned as well. But boom, Chaos are turning around. They are capturing the eastern point. The western point is just about to be taken by the Chaos Marines there. Where's the second unit? Ah, they're in the centre there to hold the centre. But this is going to turn very quickly for the Tyranids. They don't have enough. The Raveners, though, they're borrowing. Where did they turn up? Oh, back over in. The Tyranids are gathering now. Force the Chaos. I've got the Iron Halo selected. In he goes, charging in. The Iron Halo's going to be a pain. But the Coaters have done a run forward. So suddenly, this Chaos Lord is having to fall back as well. Got some Chaos Marines coming in to try and support. Well, on the western flank, Chaos Marines are pushing forward now. Well, they've got this opportunity. All of Tyranids forces are focused on the eastern front. So the west front can be pushed. They have grabbed into that building, which is a very good move. But they have got 3 points. So if you look, the amount of points that's dropping is huge. But I think the Lictor, the Lictor is now neutralising the western point. And the main force of Tyranids is moving up. It looks like, we've got some Hormiguns chasing those Marines, but they have gone hidden in the building. Got no grenades to deal with that, which is a bit of a pain for them. Forces of the Chaos are holding the centre, but the Tyranids are really focused on that power node. I mean, let's have a look at the resources. It is 304 requisition to 301 of the Chaos, but 39 to 44 in the favour of Chaos. So that's what the Chaos Tyranids are trying to get rid of it. They're trying to get rid of that advantage. But I can't help but wonder if they're using a lot of resources to do so. Over here, the Hormiguns have managed to catch the Chaos Marines out, and they're trying to chase them down. Where's the Lictor in all of this? Both players are going to tier 2 at the exact same time. You can tell they're the right skill level when this is the case. Everything for the Tyranids is falling back now. Let's have a look. So we got a victory point that's not owned by anyone. Victory point in the centre by Forces of Chaos, and the fourth one on the west side, east side, sorry, is held by the Tyranids. But it looks like the Chaos Lord for Redbeard is now getting in there. There you go, the Chaos Marines have left the tower. They're both withdrawing, but they held them off for long enough that it wasn't worth them fighting or dying. Got some Coaters now grabbing that point as well. The Tyranids are making a push for the centre though to try and hold that off. They need to keep that edge, but it looks like the Chaos Lord is grabbing this point. So we got a neutral point being grabbed. A red being taken by the blue, a blue being taken, but in comes the Hormiguns, going to get a good charge into the rear of the Coaters and suppress them as well. That is nice. Toxin Sacks, just seeing if there's any upgrades, just to know. Once again, we've got the Gaunts going for the power nodes. Marines coming in to counter that. Has the Lictor got any upgrades? No. What's going on here? It looks like the Hormiguns got completely wiped out. Yeah, they had to... Did they get... Oh, no, they borrowed underneath, but the Raveners are now coming in to finish the Coaters off. Lictor's captured the centre point, but the Chaos have captured the 2 flanking points, and their attack for the power node has been repelled. We've got Bloodletters being summoned for the Force of the Chaos. We are definitely going corn heavy in this one. Absolutely love it. But yeah, now the Lictor's coming in and dealing with Coaters. He might be able to finish them. I think it's just that one model left. If he can charge him, but the Chaos Marines are coming in now to reinforce, he can fall back and get some more heretics to follow. But there we go. A lot of guys coming in. Getting their strength back up. Oh, we got a Tyrant Guard being built now for the Tyranids, but the Forces of the Chaos do have Bloodletters. Let's have a look at the input. The Tyranids do have more wreck coming in and more power coming in now. But they do have more of, I can't remember what that's called now, but the red stuff, the bonus stuff. So we'll probably see some fancy stuff coming down. A bit like this. Demons have been summoned in there. Deep striking in. Lictor's trying to get out of there. He's only got 5 health left. And he's down for the second time of this game. Over here, Chaos Lord's moving around here to capture some points or decap points. The Gaunt's doing some amazing damage here. But we do have Khorne's Blessing, the Coaters blessing and getting Khorne to look upon them. Tyrant Guard has now been summoned. Let's have a look. How is the army looking? Force of the Chaos got 58 of 100 supply to the Tyranids 46 out of 100. So definitely outnumbering them there. Where is Chaos Lord? Yeah, Chaos Lord's coming in, grabbing this requisition point. The Marines are coming in to destroy that power generator. Bounce power, well, it's slightly in Chaos' favour in regards to this. Well, I'll say that, by about 100. Now they've captured the second point. Tyranids hold the western one. Chaos the centre and the eastern one. And they're going for the power node as well. Got some Chaos Marines making a run for it. But we do have some Plague Marines coming in now. Bloodletters coming in and they will just smash these guys up. But the Lictor has returned and he's going for these Bloodletters. The Gaunts, the Toxin Sacks as well, doing a lot of damage. Tyrant Guard's got in there. The Bloodletters are actually falling back. But it's given them enough time for the Coaches of Chaos Lord to deal with this power node. Try and get rid of them. Now they can fall back. Their job done. We do have some Chaos Marines taking up the guard tower there. And we have Plague Marines have entered the field now as well. The Tyrant Guard is trying to get this power generator down. Surprised that he's not in range, but looks like Bloodletters are going to be formed. Yep, there we go. Got some Bloodletters going straight in there. He's going to just run through the wall. I love it when big monsters can do that. But I am being distracted because over here we do have the Raveners and the Lictors taking on the Chaos Lord, who is getting the Blood Mule. We're definitely having a lot of blood chaos. God Wash, but also the Homogans have been wiped out. We've got the Gaunts here trying to hold the back line. Another group coming in, grabbing the requisition point and trying to give support. Looks like the Chaos Lord will fall back. So now the Tyranids are trying to grab this second point, or at least neutralise it, but now the Chaos Forces are making push up the centre. Do have a Tyrant Guard waiting for them though. But with the Plague Marines at the front. Oh, and we got some Coaches now coming in from the side as well. The Tyranids desperately trying to hold. Got Caterpillar Tower summoned here. But there is a lot. What is the Tyrant Guard's hiding? He's hiding apparently. Getting some good regen. Taking the shots as well. Bloodletters don't want them to go though. Now they're taking out the Caterpillar Tower, which I know gives them a buff. Victor's trying to fall back here. Maybe trying to grab that point, or he's going to try and reinforce. He is getting Siphon Talons. But the Chaos Lord has got the Iron Halo and the Blood Mule. But this is some brilliant positioning by the Forces of the Chaos. Using the terrain here. Got the Plague Marines at the back. What's going on the flank here? We do have some Chaos Marines here. They are getting an Aspiring Champion. Got some more Raveners coming in though. For the Tyranid forces. But over here, the Raveners are pushed in. The Gaunts giving support. They're trying to kill that Tyrant Guard. He's just sat there soaking up this damage. I think he's regenerating as quickly as they're doing damage, which is a bit insane. There we go, though. The Tyrant Guard has fallen. So's the Raveners. They've been wiped out. Suddenly, it's just the Gaunts left for the Tyranids. Chaos are definitely dominating this one at this point. GG. Looks like the Tyranids are thrown in the towel. And that is a win for Redbeard and the Forces of Chaos with his Blood Demons and some Nurgle goodness. We all like a good bit of Nurgle goodness. But yeah, with just a couple Gaunts left in that, there wasn't much he could do. And the Forces of Chaos had double the points and were holding all of the cards. So again, all of the points hold. There was very little they could be done there. So that is the first round. Fantastic game. Two fantastic players. We'll now move on to the second battle of Group A for round 2. Starting in our southern corner as the Orcs. Trying to recognise what clan that is though. Is that just freebooters? I think it might be with the pirate hat and that. I could be wrong. But we have Gorgia, our YouTuber, who's playing as Slowgia for some reason. He is playing as the heavy war boss commander. As you can see, not even vegetation can slow this guy down. And with a hat like that, you know he's guaranteed to put up a good fight. And in the northern corner, all the way up here, we have our very own Exion playing as the Space Marines in pretty blue. But he's appearing as red on the map just because he likes to throw off his enemies. Now, I'm not going to lie. Well, first of all, we should probably cover, he's playing as the Force Commander. So the tank commander of the Space Marines. So we've got two heavy hitters and tank commanders playing against each other. And obviously when I load this replay up, it shows me how long the game goes on for. It goes on for a while, guys. This is definitely a tooth and nail battle. We got the Space Marines have already captured the point to the east. On the west, the Orcs are now grabbing that. But the Space Marines are grabbing the center one, so that will give them the slight edge in regards to points. In force-wise, Exion has got 2 units of scouts, one moving to the center, the other one at the back there, moving all to the west side. We have had some tactical Marines coming in, and I'm loving this paint job. Pretty certain this is a custom paint job. Let me know in the comments, guys, if it is or not, but it looks really nice with that pretty blue. The Orcs, we've got the War Bosses already getting involved there. Some Slugger boys capturing the points on the east side. Then we have 2 Slug shooter boys already. And they've already got big shooters, guys. Well, at least one of them has. He's getting into position behind the cow. And there we go. The Tactical Marines are going to try and push up. But there is a War Boss and some more shooters here. So this might not be the best confrontation for... Oh, but the... Not quite sure they were happy to have the charge for the Space Marine, but this is a quite important engagement. The Orc Boss immediately get into the tactical squad and they're withdrawing. The Scouts are trying to give the cover fire. The Force Commanders got into the mix of the shooter boys, trying to calm them down as much as possible. War Boss is chasing. We've got the second group of Scouts coming in, but look, he just smashes through the train and he's being supported by the shooter boys. Look at this. Move and fire from the Marines. Absolutely fantastic job there. We do have a Devastator squad coming in now for the Marines. Where's the Force Commander? Force Commander, he's knocking a few shooter boys about, but now he's withdrawn as well. He's getting out of there. They're getting their own big shooters. But we do have the Devastators coming in now. They're big heavy bolters, so they're going to want to be careful. That could mow down the Orc plenty, and there is a nice tower here for the Marines to use if they so want to. Or they could just go up here and cover, but I think they are going into the building. Oh, beautiful. So now they should be able to see him. Are they going to be able to get some shots off? No, I think they're leaving the building. But in comes the Scouts. The Space Marines are now pushing down. It is 1 point each. The Orcs are trying to capture this location. The shooters, those big shooters are going to be a problem. Look, they've used cover, and the War Boss just does not having any of it, and immediately gets in there. Unfortunately, the big heavy Devastators weren't in the right position, but they are now, and they're going to make the War Boss fall back. Force Commander coming in as well, full strength to deal with them. He's now falling back for the first time. We've got some Slugger boys all the way up here. They decapped over here, and they've pushed all the way up to the power node. They've done a great job capturing on the east flank. Space Marine, though, is pushing down to the center, trying to get the Orcs to fall back. But we do have some Storm boys coming in now. So that jump infantry will do fantastic against countering those Devastators, wherever they may be. All the way back here, they probably want to move forward if they can. Let's just get a recap. So we got, yep, they're trying to capture that point now. That's the Slugger boys. Scouts coming in, but they don't seem to know us. They're more interested in capturing the point. To be fair, as soon as they capture the point, they can just withdraw if they don't like their odds. And I'm not liking their odds. I mean, there's now layers of defense here, but in the south, we do have the Storm boys coming up. The shooter boys have gotten themselves in a good defensive position in case they have to fall back. Where's the War Boss? War Boss is still at the base. Scouts now grabbing that victory point, and the Marines are capturing the requisition point. This is a very fluid game, and it goes on for quite a while. I'm not going to lie. But we do have assault squads coming in now as well, almost to counter the Storm boys. Where's the Devastators? Ah, they are look at this. They are overlooking. They probably want to move forward a bit, maybe get into the cover here of the hedges. But otherwise, yeah, they're in a very good position. Their Scouts fall them back. Yeah, we know you are. We know you are. How is the requisition looking? So the Orcs definitely got more wreck than the Space Marines. 311 to the 298. Also, a lot more of the red stuff. And 54 power to the 39. But look, it's almost like they're trying to lure them. It's like, come on, come at us, lure them in. Scouts get themselves in a good position. Is there, yeah, one Scout squad have got shotguns now. They're the ones moving up. We do have submarines getting themselves into position. But we do have 2 units of Storm boys. And look at the amount of firepower going. In comes the Storm boys. Oh, look at this. Jump on jump. The Storm boys go for the tactical squad. The submarines go for the shooters. But there is a second unit of Slugger boys coming in and some more Storm boys coming in. Actually, they're holding back. They're holding back, and it looks like the Orcs are being pushed. The Storm Boys getting so excited over there. Go for the Devastators. They tank down the heavy boats, but another one picks it up and starts running it. But Force Command trying to push in. But it looks like the Space Marines are having to fall back, and the Orcs have won the center battle there. No one pushing on the flanks, though. Everything was used there to hold the center, which is the most important. If both forces hold the flanks. But yeah, now the Marines have to get back into... But now we've got another Devastator squad coming in. So we're going to have 2 Assault squads. Oh no, it's only the one, sorry. 1 Assault squad, 1 Tactical, 2 Devastators, 2 Scouts and a Force Commander with no upgrades. Against a War Boss, Sluggers, 2 Shooters and 2 Storm Boys. Definitely going for more Assault there. But look, they've all had to fall back and get their strength back. So it's going to be... But that unit of Storm Boys that held back were the ones that were able to capture that victory point and start getting it in the Orcs' favour. But we do have the Scouts moving up now, grabbing some points off the Orcs as best they can. They have missed this power node though, but they're obviously going for more point. Got the Slugger Boys grabbing that victory point, but 2 Devastator squads suppressing them, and then a Force Commander coming in. Those guys are not going to last long. They're trying to withdraw, but they're getting gunned down quite badly. Force Commander and the Scouts now moving up. This is a big push for the Space Marines. But what's brilliant is while the Space Marines are pushing on the east flank, they are getting a small push on the west flank. Just 1 unit of Scouts. Don't want to commit too much, but it's enough to divide the Orcs up. Now the Orcs have got their Shooter Boys there with their Knob upgrade. They've got their Storm Boys ready as well. Oh, the War Boss has got Angry Bit, so now I'm Angry Ability, which lets the War Boss charge the enemy, increases his damage by 35%. His speed by 1.5, his health regenerate by 7.5 HPS per second, and knocking enemies back. So pretty much it just makes him really angry and hard to kill. But the Space Marines have grabbed this point, but the Orcs are holding the center, but not for them. The Scouts are moving in. And the War Boss is having a look, finding out what's going on there. It's just 1 unit of Scouts, though. But the Storm Boys going back as well. Space Marines getting themselves in a very good position here to flank. And they have got... How are we doing on resources? 251 to 254 in the favour of the Marines. And 79 to 49 in favour of the Orcs for power. But the Assault Marines getting in there. The Tactical Marines are going for the point. Where's the Devastators, though? The Devastators are ready to fall back, which is probably the best choice. All they have to do is, even though they can now fall back if they need to, as the Assault Marines have done. Over here, the War Boss has fought off the Scouts, which doesn't surprise me. They have fallen all the way back there. Uh-oh, but the Storm Boys, one of the Storm Boys squads, jumped in and immediately Devastators withdrawn. Very good move there. Trying to surround the Force Commander, and the Suitors coming in. This is not looking good. How much health has he got? His health is plummeting. Look at that. He's trying to get out of there. Is he going to make it? I think he might. 16 health. And yeah, he's made it. He also has artificial armor. So his health is increased by 200. Regeneration by 2.5 HP a second. And maximum energy by 20. Very nice buff there. Look, the Orcs are absolutely dominating at this point. They're capturing the middle point. They've got... And they're going to tier 2, guys. The Orcs are getting to tier 2. Storm Boys are making a run over here to grab this victory point, make it so they've got 3-0 against the Marines. But the Marines have got a very good force here. 2 Scouts, Tactical, Assault, and 2 Devastators of Force Commander. But the Orcs are dominating at the moment. They're 2 Storm Boys, their Shooters are support, and the Slugger Boys just thought I'd thrown in there. But these Storm Boys are doing a great job getting where they need to be. The Space Marines are now moving forward with their Assault Marines. It looks like they're going to try and lure the Orcs in. But the Orcs are actually pushing west. But the Devastator... Well, that's the Marines. The Devastators get into position. And they will get a beautiful flanking shot here by the heavy bows through the hedges. But look at the amount of firepower they can fire. Those Scouts getting out of there now. Going for the power node and the power generators. I am worried about this whole... top tier. The Space Marines, though, how much wreck have they got just sat there? I mean, they're probably redoing it. It looks like one of the Scouts has gone Sniper, so the Storm Boys are jumping all over that. I'm not sure where the Snipers moved in, but the Slugger Boys have now got Flamethrowers as well, burners. So, immediately, Devastator's been wiped out there to a man. The Marines are trying to push through their assault and the Force Commander. But those jump infantry are causing some serious problems for the Marines, and I think the Marines might have to fall back. The Orcs own all 3 points at this point of the game. Oh, look at what is going on. These jump infantry trying to get this poor Space Marine. He's got 8 health left. And they're going to withdraw because there are a couple of towers here. They've got the scouts. And that's some easy jump in. The War Boss getting in there as well. So if you look at upgrades, Slugger Boys have burners. Both Shooter Boys have the big shooters going in. The jump infantry haven't got anything yet. They are tier 2 though, the Orcs. And we've got Death Dread being made, guys. Death Dread is being made for the Orcs. The Space Marines are just making it to tier 2. And they've lost so much. They've lost one of their scout squads and their assault squad. That was the scout squad that had the snipers. They've now got the one with the shotgun. You've got Tactical Marine. And nothing for the heavy boaters, Space Marines as of yet. Force Commander's only got the one upgrade, so has the War Boss. But the Orcs are falling back, so the Space Marines are doing a great job. Push forward where they can. Grab those points. Try and slow it down. It's currently 224 to 396 in favour of the Orcs. But the Orcs are now getting in there, and yeah, we've got a Killer Khan coming in. There is nothing I don't think the Orc Space Marines have that can deal with that. I take that back. The Space Marines have got plasma weapons. Apparently. No, they're getting plasma weapons. Got ya. Brilliant. Well, that will be helpful. Space Marines have captured the point over there. They've neutralised the centre. The west point is still in the Orcs' favour. Orcs are now getting themselves in a position to push up. But they've got a hell of a lot of power. The mobility of the Storm Boys, the shooting of the Shooter Boys, the sheer strength of the Death Dread and the War Boss. This is not looking good for the Space Marines. Space Marines have now gone to tier 2 though. They're definitely going to have to bring something special if they're going to push this back. As you can see, they've fallen back to this position here to just try and hold and stop the Orcs from pushing up. Look at this force of boys though. Hang on, please tell me someone owns that. Yep, they do. Okay then. For a second I thought no one owned that. But they're going to see this Killer Khan and be like, what do we do? What do we do? That's not... The bullets are doing nothing. The bullets are devastators. You need to get out of there. Yep, they're immediately falling back. In comes the Storm Boys to slow them down, though. And the balance of power is hugely now in the Orcs' favour. Look at this. But the Space Marines are the only ones that are holding. Look, where they're pushing, there's some sneaky scouts grabbing that victory point. But the Orcs have just grabbed that one. He's just going to run through the wall. He has now got a Power Claw, so equips the War Boss with a massive Power Claw, effective against all targets, 95 heavy melee DPS. And, the Force Commander, not want to be outdone, is getting a Power Fist. And the Devastator Squad have upgraded to las cannons. They've got plasma guns, so the plasma gun equips one member with a plasma gun, which is very effective against heavy infantry, but only slightly better than boats against light infantry. We got, Whirlwind's coming in, but tier 3 for the Orcs. Orcs have dominated the centre, but now the Space Marines are pushing in to try and capture this side here. So the Power Fist equips a slow but deadly Power Fist, 85 heavy melee DPS, and Plasma Pistol as well. 7.82 Plasma DPS, effective against all targets. Also grants the Flesh over Steel ability that disables a targeted vehicle for 5 seconds. Very nice. We do have a Whirlwind coming in for the Space Marines, tier 3 for the Orcs. The Killer Khan is moving up. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we've got the upgrades there. That was a beautiful hit from the last cannon. The Orcs are suddenly going to have to be really careful. He's already at half health. Can the last cannon get another shot off? Look at that. He's only got 36 health, and that's dropping. The last cannon needs to get one more shot, and he's been slain. But he's trying to reload. He's trying to get out of there. But the Dreadnought Killer Khan has been taken out. In comes the Whirlwind. Just slowly moving up. And suddenly the Orcs are on the back foot. They've had to fall back. And the Space Marines are holding 2 victory points. They're now falling back. Flipping it. And look. Whirlwind's doing a bombardment on them. The Force Commander pushing up to grab that 3rd location. We do have some Super Boys trying to push and get rid of the Force Commander, who's on 5 health. 500 health, but he does have that artificial armor. But that was a huge loss of the Killer Khan for the Orcs. Now we've got the Whirlwind. We've got the Tactical Squad who have got plasma. We've got the normal Devastators with the Heavy Bolter. The Devastators with the last cannon. And of course the scouts with the shotgun, which is a perfect counter for orcs. Where's the force commander gone? Ah, he's fallen back to get his health back up. We go over there, the war boss is there with most of his forces by the looks of it. Got some shooter boys, both for the jump infantry there. The orcs, though, still dominating this. The Space Marines have only got 175 points to the 381 of the orcs. If we look at the requisition, Space Marines are going up to tier 3 at this point. Rec is hugely in Space Marines' favour. 234 for the orcs, 307 for the Space Marines. 89 power, though, to the 74 of the Space Marines. But what have we got coming in? We've got a Nob squad. Very choppy infantry, but we do have a tier 3. Look at this. This is what the Whirlwind should be aiming at. If they're at line of sight, that Whirlwind will have a whirl of a time. But moving on from the terrible puns, I'm surprised this... Orcs aren't trying to push there. The Space Marines... For this, the Orcs do have the point count to kind of sit back and go, we're alright. We've got this. And in fact, what I'm on about, the Orcs own 2 of the points. It's the Space Marines that need to push up. But that's kind of that suddenly. But we do have a Nob squad come out now. I've heard a lot of things about these guys. And they've got meaner and greener. Tell you what that does when it comes out. Big shoes, the burners. What's going on with everyone else here? Is there any upgrades I need to see? Not as often yet, but the scouts are grabbing a victory point there. Both Storm Boys, you can get in there, try and deal with the scouts. They're going to try and decap that. In they come. And immediately the scouts withdraw. Their job done. But I'm loving the micro here. The fact that they don't send both. He sends one in. Because obviously their jump pack does use up some time. Fortunately, it's not going to tell me what the meaner and greener ability does. Guys, do comment below. I do appreciate all the feedback. Whirlwind getting themselves in a position. The Devastators getting themselves in a position. And it looks like the Space Marines are making a push. Tactical Squad do have a Sergeant as well now with a Power Sword. And this Force Commander, with his Power Fist, he is just going to smash those Storm Boys. But here comes the rest of the Orcs now. Look at this, but the Space Marines determined. Here comes the Whirlwind. That is some beautiful cover fire. And we got the Devastator squads ready. Look, they're falling back. We've got Terminators, guys. I didn't even see these guys build. Ah, that would have been the red, wouldn't it? Red resources, but Thunderhammer Terminators coming in, smashing these guys down. And now the Space Marines are pushing up, getting into the building. But now those... Oh, no. The Nob squad that have got huge armors are being smashed in by all the Devastator squads. We do have some Orcs pushing up, though. But, oh, the Terminators pushing in, though. Smashing in. The Slugger Boys have been absolutely annihilated. The Whirlwind is destroying them as well. And look, guys, the Nobs are withdrawing. Chased down by the Force Commander and Tactical Marines. Oh, but what's this? The rocks. We got rocks falling down. The Whirlwind's been taken out, guys. The Whirlwind's been taken out by a bombardment. The Devastators having to fall back. Orcs now pushing into the centre, going for the east side point. Terminators are smashing this down, though. We do have a flesh skids coming in, so it's even more shooty. Look, there's just one shooter boy there, just like, I'll take these Terminators on. This can only end well, with 49 health. Yeah, for the Emperor indeed. Smashing it. He's already dead, leave him alone. But yeah, the Force Commander of the Terminators, the Space Marines are now owning the western flank. The centre point is still held by the Orcs, but they have got scouts coming in now. We do have a Predators now being built, but the War Boss is now going for the eastern point. Space Marines are now coming in for the centre, though. There's very little the Orcs can do about that. Saw the Tactical Marines running. I thought they were being attacked by some, but no, they're just running to get back quickly. But now we've got the Devastator squad, the heavy bolters, and the one with the I was going to say lightning cannon, but it's a las cannon. So exchanges to the heavy bow with a las cannon effective against vehicles, attacks on vehicles and monster creatures reduce their speed by half for 5 seconds. Deal 168 armor piercing damage per hit or 33 armor piercing DPS. Very nice. The Force Commander, the Terminator, is coming in and grabbing the eastern point as well. The Space Marines have turned this around. They're getting all 3 points. And with those Terminators and the Predator coming in, the Orcs are going to have a really difficult job. We do have the flash kits, though, and they are getting blasters. So the Orcs are gathering strength, and they do have the points to sit back and get their strength together, which I think they really, really need at this point. And look at all the dead Marines everywhere. But here comes the Predator. He's going to sit back and do some cover. But now listen to the thing. They've got for close support, scouts with shotguns, the Terminators, the Force Commander that's coming back, the Space Marines now own all 3 points. On the flank they like to try and take, we've got the 2 Devastator squads. Tactical with a Plasma and a Predator. They're sitting here. It's now down to the Orcs to make the push, and the Orcs doing the smart thing. They're going for the western point here, and they're going in force. We do have the Blasters, so watch it. So, Blasters, 13.75 Psychic DPS with a splash of 3 radius. 15.38 melee DPS, applies a 10% chance for a Git to be knocked back and deal 20 explosive damage in radius of 3 rounds. So, yeah, these are really big guns. We do have the Nob squad as well with the Huge Hammers, which, increases damage by 8% for 12 seconds and 36.67 heavy melee DPS. The western point has been captured by the Orcs, but the Space Marines are dominating here, I'd say. They're definitely in a very strong position of their Predator and Terminators. Got tactical squads. Look at this. They're all just sat in formation, ready for the Orcs to make their move. Wherever the Orcs go, the Devastators and that, the Space Marines get themselves in position to deal with it. Look at this. As soon as they see that the Orcs are moving for the centre. Here we go. Oh, and he does have another bit. He's got a teleporter pack. So he can teleport everywhere now. As the War Boss, the War Bosses now get heavy armor. So increases health by 900 and regen by 1.5 HPS per second. The Orcs are actually pushing them back. Scouts moving in there. The Predator. Oh, we got a Whirlwind's been built as well. But we do have a Tank Buster's been built for the Orcs. But it looks like the Orcs haven't to fall back. But they are... Oh, no. Teleport. They've just teleported in. But the Force Commander is down on the ground, though. Surrounded by bodies of Orcs. Look at this, though. Oh, the Terminators are smashing in. But the Storm Boys, look at that. And the Whirlwind getting the War Boss nice there. But the Storm Boys getting in. Devastators jump into the building. So the Storm Boys have to fall back. With all this firepower, it's not worth going beyond this point for the Orcs. Not worth it at all. But look, these Terminators are just chasing them. But in comes the Tank Busters in a perfect position here to count. Nope, they're running away because they realize they've got Thunder Hammers. But the Terminators are now falling back. The Space Marines still own the eastern point. The Orcs own the western point. But the Space Marines are now grabbing the center. The Space Marine Commander's back. We have the Scouts over there with the shotguns. Tactical Marines at the front holding. Devastators with the heavy bolters at the back here. Supported by the last cannon at the back. Terminators at the front. And we got a Predator who's just kind of behind everything. For the Orc, War Boss getting his health up. The Slugger Boys, they're still alive. Doing really well. Are pushing on the eastern flank. Do have a group of Shooter Boys with a big shooter moving up the centre. We do also have the Storm Boys going up the centre. And Nob Squad and the Tank Busters ready. This centre is the main thing here. What's interesting is the fact that Space Marines are doing it, that they're not holding the centre, they're holding this back here. So if the Orcs push, they can try and fight them and then just withdraw, which is what's going on here. Orcs look like they're making a push for the eastern point, and the Space Marines move in to counter. In fact, it looks like they're moving in to charge at this main force here. Cut off the reinforcements for that point there. Storm Boys coming in. In comes the Whirlwind, the beautiful shot in. The Terminators can just walk through it. Do have more Tank Busters coming in, though. That's because the Nob Squad, has they been wiped out? A squad has definitely been wiped out. Might have been Storm Boys. Predator taking quite a bit of damage there. We've got to be careful, but now the last cannon's moved in. And the Orcs, they're dropping like flies here. If you look, they're taking so much damage. Have to all withdraw. Their attack has been pushed, but they have captured that point. So the points are going back down. But look how much it's equaled up now. We've got 191 for the Orcs versus 114 for the Marines. And the Marines are losing. War Boss trying to get out of there. We do have the Slugger Boys making it worth it, trying to take on the Terminators. But I feel that the Terminators may have it here. They're now falling back. The Scouts coming in to recapture that point. They really want to, if they want a good quick win, they definitely want to grab the point over here. Send a Scout squad to deal with it. What is going on here? The Force Commander on his own. Why is he here? I think he's just there to keep him busy. There we go. He has fallen. But let's look at the Oh, he's teleported away and immediately healed. They had the requisite for it. But the Orcs definitely have more wreck and more power, which is quite surprising. But if you look at the army limit, the Space Marines have nearly reached that limit of 93, but the Orcs are only at half. They are building some more tank busters though, but all they've got is sluggers, nob, and tank busters. All their storm boys have been taken out. The Terminators are dealing with the power node and are taking it, which would deny them all the big stuff they're trying to get. Orcs pushing up on the western side. Whirlwind doing some nice 360s there. But we do have the Devastators that hold in the centre. The Predator supported by the Scouts, and the Terminator's having a good time holding that. They're having a bit of a breather. Force Commander's here at the front, ready to take all the shots he needs to. Orcs though, they've secured their flank. They're now coming in and they're going for a flank attack. We do have... Oh, but the Whirlwind sees them coming, does a beautiful bombardment on them. Immediately falls back, and look, immediately the Space Marines are getting themselves into a position here, because if those knobs get too close, those Devastators are going to be in a world of pain. Yep, but it looks like the Space Marines have captured their point, and now everything's for them back. Looks like the main engagement's going here. Tank Busters getting some good shots off, just misses the Predator. Space Marines just fall back to the point here because they can afford to. They own 2 of the 1 points there. Terminator's coming in there to deal with the knobs, but it looks like they did teleport away. Yep, they teleport into the Tank Busters. Absolutely brilliant. The knobs trying to deal with them. In comes the Devastators, and Tank Busters having to fall back now. That's not good, because now the Space Marines can focus on the knobs, and oh, are they doing so? Look at the amount of firepower that's been dropped on them. They are being absolutely wiped out. Shooter, the war boss, sorry, trying to get in there, but he is getting punched by the commander. Not good. The knobs are falling back, so suddenly it's just the war boss. There you go. He's captured that point. So it's now 2 to the Orcs. But he has been suppressed, so he's fallen back now. But the Orcs, it's not looking great. They don't have much. Oh, Orc Battle Wagon is coming along. Yeah, but if you look, the Orcs outnumbered nearly 2 to 1 with the wreck income. But the Space Marines have nearly got twice as much power. Looks like we do have an engagement. Scouts versus Tank Busters. Scouts do have the shotgun. Look, dodging their abilities. Getting up close to the shotgun can do the most damage. And then they're going for the point there. They don't really care if they get taken out at this point, I don't think. Oh, teleport. Oh, beautiful teleport, Homer. Go behind the Tank Busters and now smashing them in the face of a Power Fist. Where is the rest of them? They're at the back. They're trying to get their health up, and it looks like those Tank Busters, they have fallen into a building, so he's knocking on that door. He will get through eventually. But the Scouts are capturing that, so the Space Marines have got all 3 points. And look, this is something that turned it around. The Space Marines are now going to soon have more points than the Orcs quite quickly with 88. And the Orcs, there you go, they've now overtaken them. But the Orcs are now making a push of everything they've got here. Their Tank Busters, their knobs. But the Whirlwind's doing some support as well. That, guys, probably want to get an immediate, yep, teleport out before I can even say it. But that's fine. They can sit back. But guys, we have the Battle Wagon. Look at it. How fierce it is. How awesome it is. Ooh, I absolutely love it. And there, the Orcs are capturing that point. But a Whirlwind's been dropped in the Space Marines are making a push. Predator's holding the centre. Not sure what they're going to do when they see this Predator coming along, though. But those Tank Busters in that building's causing a lot of... Oh, getting some rear hits as well. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. The Predator needs to get out of there. Orcs are making a great push. But that building's been demolished. But the Tank Busters actually got out of there. But now we've got this damn thing just going through the Space Marines. But oh, got some rear hits on it as well. That's the last cannon. That's the fin and the Power Fist as well. This is not good. The tank has overstretched itself, taking a lot of damage. Looks like we do have the knobs trying to push up as well. The war boss is grabbing that location. So once again, but look, it's only 17 points to the Orcs versus the 80. But it looks like a Rox is going to be dropped on the enemy here. No, that's an orbital bombardment being dropped by the Space Marines. Oh, he's trying to get out of there. He's only got 300 health. 270, the Force Commander's going after it, and now the Space Marines are using the Orbital Bombardment to push up, and the Warboss is making a break for it. Tank Buster's over there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think the Orcs might have, the Space Marines might have this, sorry. They have got the point there. They're going for the center one. These Tank Busters are kind of just sitting there. They really need to get in there. But guys, the Force Commander took out the Battle Wagon. I cannot see this going in the Orcs' favour now. Yeah, the Space Marines have now got 2 of the points. The points are ticking down. They dominate the centre. The Orcs just don't have anything that can push us back. And that, I think, would be, yep, GG by Glodura there against Axion. Yes, that was about half an hour of battle, which is insane. Glodura there saying he can't do much about Terminators. And yeah, I think that was the turning point. Was these Terminators coming in, and there we go, the Space Marines turn it around and took out the Orcs with the mighty fury of the Emperor's Terminators. So there we go, guys, that is the end of round 2 for Group A. Incredibly exciting game. Went on for a bit, my throat is killing me, but a fantastic game nonetheless. So next week we're going to have round 2 for Group B, and I can tell you as well that after that, that is when I'm going to update the table, and we're going to have a whole, after each episode after then, is going to be going through how the wins have affected the table. So next week, guys, do stick with me, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't to be updated when that video comes out. It will be next week, same time as this one, and yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next week for the next one. Till then, guys, take care.